Shade Tree Toolman here, and what you are looking at is the DeWalt Tusk System 2.0 Suitcase box. Been wanting to do a video on the DeWalt Tusk System 2.0 boxes because I do have some of those and even a couple of their newer offerings that they recently came out with, but also have some of the older DeWalt Tusk System 1.0 items. What you are looking at here is the model number DWST 08165. That's DWST 08165 DeWalt Tusk System 2.0. A lot of people just call it the suitcase box, the smallest of the 3 to 4 different size boxes they currently offer. And currently on Amazon.com, this is running for $55. Home Depot is showing it as if it been marked down from $65 and they're currently listed at $55. ACME Tool, when I checked, still had it at $65. And so if you was interested in this, currently Amazon and Home Depot have it a little cheaper at $55. About the biggest improvement over the DeWalt Tusk System 1.0 would be the latches that keep the lid closed, as well as the side latches that interlock the boxes together. And so on the front here, I'm going to show you up close the latches. These are the 2.0 latches. And these are the 1.0 latches. For some reason, the 1.0 latches, even though the 2.0 latches have some heavy-duty plastic, they do give the appearance, or seem to be beefier, kind of get that impression. They do latch really well. I think the latches are an improvement over the older design here. You know, these, on one of my other suitcase boxes, I did have one of these latches come off. A little piece of the plastic part that holds the latch in place busted. But the 2.0 style latches kind of give the feel of a more beefier latch mechanism. One thing I want to point out here, on the front here where it says Tusk System 2.0, that clear plastic piece will slide out, and if you wanted to like somehow label your boxes or label what's inside there, if you had a little piece of paper that was about the same size or a little smaller than that Tusk System 2.0 paper piece in there, you could put that in there, and that's designed to allow you to label what's inside your box if you wanted to do that for any reason. And as you can see here, the DeWalt Tusk System 1.0 suitcase box did not have anything like that. Now on the older 1.0 box, you had 2 holes here, little oval shaped holes. If you wanted to, for any reason, padlock your suitcase box, it had 2 little oval holes. On the newer DeWalt Tusk System 2.0 suitcase box, they have now just gone to a single circular hole, but the hole is reinforced with some metal. And that on the 2.0 box, if you want to, for any reason, padlock and lock the box up with a padlock, that's where you would put your padlock. In the DeWalt Touch System 2.0 items are backwards compatible with the 1.0 items. And so I can take this DeWalt Touch System 1.0 suitcase box and take it and sit it on here. It might take me a moment because, but I don't know if you saw that, but that 1.0 box is positively latched together with the newer 2.0 box. And so the side latches that connect the box together, the 2.0 latches have a lot better design in my opinion. You literally just push on it and it will like pull out, or the top part of the latch, when you push it in at the bottom, it will come outward towards you at the top. And then you do it on the other side, and then you can literally just lift your box off. Now the older Touch System 1.0 latches, sometimes you had to kind of fight with them to get your boxes connected, but I can take this newer Touch System 2.0 box if I get it lined up just right. It's a little finicky, but if you get it lined up correctly, you do have to put some pressure on it with your finger, but you're supposed to be able to push these latches. Now on this side it's kind of being difficult here. But if you push that in, now it's latched together. So the DeWalt Touch System 2.0 boxes are definitely backwards compatible with the 1.0 boxes. The newer latch mechanism on the 2.0 boxes is definitely an improvement over to these. Sometimes to get your boxes to latch together on the older 1.0 boxes, you kind of have to fight with these. These can be a little finicky. But I just wanted to show that because the boxes are backwards compatible. Now, just to give you some quick dimensions on these, the DeWalt Touch System 2.0 boxes, if you was to measure them at approximately the lightest point, they measure in terms of length about just a little bit shy of 21 inches. If you measuring from the very outward part of the latches, they're just a hair over 21 inches. Lightest points across the width of the boxes from about the farthest points here, if I can get a good measurement on that. But they're approximately, maybe just shy of 15 inches at the widest point. And in terms of height, from the very bottom of the box to the top surface of the box, I'm measuring about 6.5 inches there. See if I can get that a little better view here. Measuring just shy of 6.5 inches for the height. Now you're probably wondering, well, maybe you're not, maybe you already know, but DeWalt, when DeWalt came out with the Touch System 2.0 boxes, they didn't really have any half-size boxes, but they have since come out with a couple soft size organizer. They have now for the DeWalt Tough System 2.0, they have a duffel bag that is approximately the same length as the suitcase box and connects to both side latches. But they also have a duffel, well, I shouldn't call it a duffel bag, but it's about the size of a backpack. I forget what they call it. They might even refer to it as the backpack. But that is considered a half-size item. There's also a half-size toolbox and a half-size toolbox that's a 2-port battery charger. And if you had any of those half-size items, this latch here folds up and you would slide the back side of your half-size box underneath this little lip here, and that would connect to one of the latches to secure it in place. And so if you're not using, don't have any half-size items and not using that, you would just keep that folded down. They also have a half-size parts organizer. To give you an idea of the inside, on the inside, you have about 18 3/4 inches of clearance along the length, almost 19 inches. In terms of width, you have about 11.5 inches of clearance. And then in terms of height, you have about 5 inches of clearance. And just to give you an idea what the older Tough System 1.0 suitcase box looks like. Now, the older Tough System 1.0 suitcase box came in 2 different variations. This variation featured 2 removable, on each side, well, a total of 4, removable fastener bins. And then in the lid, they had some little connected to the lid trays that allow you to store like bits, like driver bits, tool bits. And so one of the older suitcase box in the DeWalt Tough System 1.0 came in 2 variations. One had these fastener bins and tool bit storage and drill bit storage. The other box just was completely empty on the inside and didn't feature the storage system here. But these fold up, connect together and latch together, and then this latches into the lid there. Same thing. That end latches together and then it folds up into and latches into the lid. And the way this works is the lid is designed like these fastener, like drill bit and driver bit storage are designed so that these cover the fastener bins so your fasteners don't spill out when you have this latched together. Alright, the newer Tough System 2.0 suitcase box comes with 2 removable storage compartment bins. You might call these fasteners or parts bins. To be perfectly honest with you, the clear like plastic lid on these little parts organizer bins kind of seems a little bit chintzy. Like overall, these parts bins, you know, they're functional, but they do kind of give off the impression of being a little bit chintzy and flimsy. But I just wanted to point out that the newer suitcase box comes with 2 of these, and the shape of the parts organizer bin is designed to fit one on each side of the suitcase box. But if you wanted more room in your suitcase box, these are removable. Now, if you have the parts organizer bins in the box, you only have about 8.5 inches of clearance between them. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, this yellow seal all the way around the box. The Tough System 2.0 boxes are IP65 rated for dust. I think that's considered dust and water resistant. And that yellow seal around the box, when you have that closed and you have the box latch, that seal provides that IP65 rating. Overall, I would have to say, I feel like the DeWalt Tough System 2.0 boxes are definitely an improvement over the other boxes. Now, when the Tough System 2.0 boxes first came out, they primarily just had like a bottom rolling box, a medium-sized box, and the suitcase box, and they didn't really have no other items. But it's been about 2 or 3 years since they came out with the DeWalt Tough System 2.0, and they now have some more options available, and they actually have some half-size boxes that make use of that center little latch mechanism in the center there. I don't currently own any of the half-size boxes, so I can't really demonstrate how that works. And both boxes have the older Tough System 1.0 has a handle on the front for carrying it. And so overall, I am satisfied with the DeWalt Tough System 2.0 suitcase box, but I will admit, I do like this design here, the DeWalt Tough System 1.0 box here. I do like this, and because as you can see here, I have, this is the DeWalt DCD 996 hammer drill, and I keep my trusty 887 in here, and just have some just general, well, these are 2-inch and 3-inch deck screw and some 16-penny framing nails in here. And I do like how they laid this box out. If you're someone that uses a drill driver, an impact driver, I do kind of like this, how they designed this to have some fastener storage and bit storage. But I know sometimes a person is not going to care about that and want more space. But if on the 2.0 box, it does come with these organizers, but it don't have anything designed into the rib, into the lid, like the older box did. Something inside me kind of wishes DeWalt had something similar in the 2.0 Tough System boxes like this one over here, but it's not a big ordeal. But if you're someone that, for whatever reason, you're looking for a tool storage box system, and for whatever reason you don't want to go Milwaukee pack out and are looking for another option, I would recommend DeWalt.